to the glue gun. Woo! Take some foil, and I'm gonna keep a protective layer right here in case any of it drips. I don't want it on my mom's counter. But take your glue gun. It should be warmed up by now. And we are going to add the details to the skull. Oh, now you aren't going to be able to get perfect results with this because hot glue, you can work with it pretty easily, but it's kind of, you know, it's runny. It's glue. If you want to smooth out any imperfections on your shape, go ahead and do that. You can probably do it later too, but I'm just gonna do it right now. There we go, it's good enough. I'm gonna start by adding these little evil brow bone things here. If you look, there's kind of an outline going around this eye socket and into this part of the eye. So I'm gonna start with that, and I'm gonna start right in the center. Use a light hand with this. Put a little bit of glue. If my glue gun will work. Work! Go out along the outside edge. Here. And do the same on the other side. Or actually, I'll go down here. I'm shaking. One eye socket. Start at the bottom for the other one while this piece dries. A little more. There's that. I'm also going to go in and I'm going to, this one's, you're going to kind of freehand it. I'm going to kind of draw in the teeth, or actually like the muzzle mouth sort of piece. Draw in this part right here that goes under the nose. Not the teeth yet, but like the part that is above the teeth. The jaw or something. Going to go in and I'm going to just add a few dots in between here just to give like kind of a sort of structure to the bone pieces around the nose. But you don't want this glue to be like really hot or else it's all going to blend together and you won't get any shapes. So let it cool a little bit first. No, glue's been heated up too long. And if you make any really big mistakes, like I just did, you can set your glue gun down somehow. Get a toothpick. Just move the glue. This is not going to be perfect because, first of all, I'm not perfect. And second of all, I don't know, it is a skull and they don't look perfect. They're kind of like ick. So they are, they're ick. More detail around the nose. It's all falling into my nose hole, so I'm going to take it and I'm just going to squish it out where I want it with a toothpick. So if you need a toothpick, get one. I need one today. Today is a toothpick day. If you have any pieces that are kind of just like really, really sticking up, you can just smooth it down the nozzle of your gun. There you go. Now I'm going to go back in, up in this area, and I'm going to add a little bit of a form to these horns. Start with the top for now, and then we'll go back in at the bottom later. From here, while that's drying, I'm going to add these little spikes to this side. Outline where we want the teeth to be. I'll let that dry. while this is going on here, I'm going to go in and I'm going to add a little bit of structure to the side pieces. And I'm not going to really be able to get all the details with this right here. I'm not going to be able to get all these lines and grooves because the glue will melt together, and my glue is super hot. So I'm just going to kind of make this diamond shape, maybe like a circle here, and some lines. If you look at my actual belt, it's not 100% accurate. It's not 100% true to the shape of Dante's belt. It has a few differences, but that's just because of the materials I'm using. So I'm going to go in and make a diamond right here. Same on the other side. Kind of a diamond. Just a diamond right here. It's a messy process, but it'll come together at the end, I promise. Now these should be dry, so we're gonna go back in and add a line right here. And then a line right here. We're gonna leave some gaps in certain places just so it has a little more depth to the final product. And now I'm going to finish these horns. I'm going to think about getting another glue stick because mine is dying. I'm going to make the same little shape I made here. I'm going to do on this one. So I'm just going to go whoop, and whoop. And it's not perfect, but that's okay. And the same for up here. A little different. I'm going to just kind of create a few random lines going on these sides. Oops, not on my own line. This is a lot easier to do when you're not doing it on camera. Let me point that out. It'll look a lot better too, so don't record yourself doing it. Now you could go ahead and do the teeth right now, but I'm almost out of glue, so it's going to be hard to get the details. What I'm going to do now though, while all these pieces are drying, I'm going to go back to these brow bone things, these little evil looking eyebrows, and I'm going to do them again. Add like a dot here, and go up on the top of this eye. I'm not going to go back around the bottom yet. Well, actually, no, I will. Only part way. Just this little dip right here. So I'm just going up and around. And I'll let that one dry before I get the other one, just so they don't melt together. Now, this should be done. I'm gonna add a dot here. This is what I did with my other belt. Just because I can't really make perfect squares, so dots look nice. Still gives it a decorative feel. And this one will add lines on these sides. The best lines I can do anyways. Okay. Now I'm going to change to a different stick because I dropped it on the floor. Now I noticed right here this part sunk in a little bit. I'm just going to add a little bit more thickness to it. And you can go around and do that to all pieces if you'd like. Dot here because I can't really do anything else to the piece. There's not enough room for detail, and I'll do the same with this one. I'm going to this eye here, and I'm going to do what I did to this one here. I'm going to just add a little more depth to this piece, and then down and around to this part here. We aren't going to go onto the bridge of the nose. These side pieces stick out. Since they are a little bit higher, it looks like to me, than this piece here, because it's kind of like part of the top part of the mouth. I'm going to go in and I'm going to put some more glue on top of the other glue to make them stand out a little more. Let this side dry a little bit. Now if you aren't happy with the way anything looks, you can go back and change it a little bit. add random stuff in wherever you feel you need it. Because you aren't going to be able to get 100% accuracy with hot glue. It just ain't happening. Now the hard part is adding the teeth. You are not going to get anything that even slightly resembles teeth so much. So what we're going to do is just add a few dots just inside this mouth area. They can just be dots, that's all they have to be, because the paint is where the magic's gonna come in, that part. So just kind of add some dots. You want, of course, where the big fangs are, you're gonna want a little bit bigger dots. So maybe there, 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 and there would be like your main dots. And then just put some more, just to like kind of resemble teeth. This is gonna come together. Might not look like it right now. Now you can take your toothpick and you can just kind of mess these up a little bit. Then pointier. Swirl them around. Do whatever you want. I'm gonna add some more dots in there. Which if you want, you can just add some on your glue gun or onto your toothpick and then just kind of dab them in there. Alright, that's good. I'm going to go back on these horns and raise the top piece a little bit, just so it stands out a little more. I want it to kind of be the same height as the upper brow bones. I did the top, not the bottom. I think this jaw down here needs to be raised a little bit, so we're just going to go in and raise it. Flatten it out so it blends in with the other pieces a little more. Just do that by rolling your nozzle over the top. I think what I feel like doing is I want to fill in these spots here. So I'm going to fill them in with glue. Just these little circle pieces.